Afternoon, everyone. Today we're going to do the Macanudo Inspirado Black Toro. I haven't tried this one yet. I love Macanudos, but I haven't had this one yet, so let's go ahead and take a little dime-sized cap off there. Perfect cut the first time. Good draw. Oh yeah, it's like this puppy. Oh yeah. Oh, good flavor. A little sweet, smoky. I like that cigar. It's got a good flavor to it. I've never had this one. I've never had this Macanudo, this Inspirado Black. But I'm a huge fan of the darker wraps. I'm finding that. But I do like my cigars to have a sweeter flavor to them. Yeah, that's good. That's good. I would recommend that. Yeah, definitely. Wasn't too expensive. I think I paid between $11 to $14 for the cigar. I would not smoke one every day. Maybe once a week. But you know, there are cigars out there for $2 to $3, and like I've in my previous videos, the Ascots. I mean, I've got a entire thing of those, so great little cigars. I mean, it's whatever you like, and it's whatever your budget is. You know, it's what you want to spend, no matter what your budget is. So personally, there are some excellent cigars out there for $2 to $3. Oh God, I've done a video on a few of them. I think it's called Smokey's Blend. I've got that video out there. Jedburgh Junction, shout out. I'll be out there tomorrow to go ahead and restock. Just got back from a viewing. Had a Marine Corps vet friend of mine, co-worker, father of a co-worker friend of mine, and his father also worked with me. Great man. He passed away Saturday of a heart attack in his garage, 79. He was taking care of a 95-year-old woman, and he had a girlfriend in the house, so the saying was boats and hoes. You be missed, brother. Oh, that's good. Yeah. Always remember, you don't have to, but lighting your cigar with a torch lighter will reduce that butane flavor you can leave in your cigar when you light it with a regular lighter. Don't ash it. A good cigar should just carry its ash. After a while, obviously ash it unless you want to be an idiot and drop the whole thing on you, but you know, the good cigars will hold their ash for a long minute. You know, Arnold Schwarzenegger was right about a cigar. It's a damn good thing. You got Carl Weathers hooked. Yeah. Yeah, they did Predator, and Carl Weathers, he wasn't a smoker. Arnold got him smoking. If y'all don't know the story of Predator as well, Arnold Schwarzenegger loves to play games, especially when he was younger, competitive as hell. But he had the fitting room tell Jesse the Body Ventura, that his arms were bigger than Arnold's. And that way, Jesse being Jesse couldn't wait to brag that he had bigger arms than Arnold. So Arnold politely was like, well, tomorrow we should go to the gym and measure him. And thinking that Arnold doesn't know and that Jesse's already been told by the people who fit him, your arms are bigger. And Arnold was like, well, let's battle a bottle of champagne, or something like that. I think it was champagne. And Jesse's like, no problem, he's confident because he's been told his arms are bigger. But of course they're not. And needless to say, Arnold got a good laugh at a bottle of champagne. Hats off to that guy for for that game. Well played, Arnie. Well played. Heard Justin Timberlake had talked Britney Spears into an abortion. Ooh. Probably won't be a big deal. He's loved. But if he was a conservative, he'd be into his shit. It is an absolute beautiful Saturday over here on the East Coast, and it's a good day to sit back, be thankful to be an American. Can't do anything about the price of everything under Biden. I mean, it's unfortunate. $7 a gallon gas on the West Coast. That's awesome. I cannot imagine. And the gas thing versus the battery powered cars. Let's talk about that real quick because that interests me. I'm on a coastal area, so every once in a while we have to flee due to hurricanes. And for those of you that don't know, they use a diesel power generator to charge your car. Power's got to come from somewhere. It's coal, no matter how you get it. Nuclear power is actually the cleanest power out there, but that's another story I don't want you to talk about. Look into that. China's probably building 5 or 6 nuclear power plants right now, not to mention they're also building coal-fired plants right now. And there are probably 20 plus countries right now building nuclear power plants. Nuclear power is clean energy. They don't want you to know that. Oh man, our country was founded on not just good cigars. No, our country was not founded on cigars, I know. But anyway, our country was founded with the idea from the fathers that we would have an educated populace. People capable of thinking. And then we would hold our representatives accountable. So they're supposed to be out there voting in your interests as you are the constituent. And as Chip Roy recently said, I'm going to vote the way I think is best when I go up there. Well, you are supposed to vote in the interests of your constituents, not the way you think it is, but the way they think it is. If your constituents disagree with you and your constituents overall want you to vote in a certain way, your job is to vote the way your constituents want, because you have been elected to be their representative, not their overlord, not their guiding light, and certainly not their advisor. You are their representative. You are elected and sent to office to represent your constituents. Let that sink in for a minute, because a lot of you don't understand that. It's confusing to me because you're slaves. Mental slaves. The hardest cage to escape is the one inside your own mind. We can go down the rabbit hole of the lies of the media with the slavery crap, where they've got everybody worked up thinking that everybody deserves a reparation. That's a joke in itself. And there's proof that reparations were paid, and they didn't even need to be paid. I mean, that's the way the world was then. We've really got to come together as Americans and understand. Shout out to Tom McDonald. Tom McDonald, Adam Calhoun, Race Wars, The Brave 2, all of it. Nailing the facts, nailing what's going on, hitting it out of the park every time. I don't know why more people aren't paying attention. I mean, that they are literally making political music that's rap genre based, but it is powerful as anything you ever heard in the 60s or 70s. So take your rebellious rock and roll, take your Rage Against the Machine, then I'm gonna put my Tom McDonald and my Adam Calhoun up against it every day of the week. Shout out to them boys. I mean, you know, because I'm damn proud to be white. I'm Irish, American first, but I'm an Irish lineage, and I fear no man, no woman, no human, no group of people, nothing. I fought competitively for years. I trained. I have no problems going head to head with any motherfucker, but I don't want to. You know, everybody should be at peace and have no problems with each other, but they want you to based on your race. You know, hate this person or that person, or, I mean, look at what they're doing to Israel right now. Let's break this down simply, because if you've never seen the movie Red Dawn, I can equate it to Red Dawn. You know, they parachute into a high school and start killing people. They parachuted, Hamas, parachuted into a music festival in Israel. Let that sink in. Parachuted into a music festival, Lollapalooza. I'm older, so something like that. You know, think you're more modern concerts, but you know, just imagine that. You know, Russia parachuted into Balenciaga and started executing people. Same thing, except for they did it in Israel. They went into a music festival. They were shooting through the portlets in case anybody was hiding in it with AK-47s. So, yeah. It's a good cigar. It really is. It's not quite as sweet as the other one, but I like that. They parachuted into a music festival. Black Lives Matter used the symbol of a parachute and a Palestinian flag to show solidarity with that barbarous terrorist act. I don't care where you're from. That has to be handled. There's no whatever's been going on in Gaza and Israel. I don't care about the history of nothing prior to you literally parachuting into a music festival and executing innocent people. Teenagers and people out having a good time to listen to music, and you killed them based on where they live and their religion. I'm not a very religious person. Something's out there. I guess if you have to put a coin on me, you can give me. There's two things that I would probably back: Buddhism and deism. That's for you to look up. You can figure all that out. Basically, I believe there might be a God out there, but yeah, I'm not so sure. I just try to be the best person that I am every day. And you know, we all have our own path in life. And for those of you that are religious, that's fine. But when your religion tells you to kill other people, I have a problem with your religion. I don't care what it is. You know, you're believing words on paper that are telling you how to act, who to hurt, and I have a major problem with universities and people in America showing support for Palestine, because you are showing that you are supporting, you know, terrorists. You know, YouTube's gonna. No, I'm never gonna be monetized for this anyway. I don't care, but they're gonna block it, whatever. But we have to really understand as Americans that we are getting ready to get into some shit, because if they start sending troops to Israel, Notice we didn't send no troops for Ukraine. They're willing to send troops straight to Israel. Now, do I need to remind anybody of the last 20 years in Afghanistan? Because our soldiers cannot fight with their hands tied and expect to win a war. From Desert Storm to Afghanistan, we haven't won a war. We haven't went out and been what we can be ever since they started tying the military's hands. The military should not have their hands tied by politicians, because you cannot fight a war if people that control you don't understand war. It's two different jobs. You're a politician or you're a warrior. Now, I understand there needs to be controls and layers and all that, and the military can't go off and do what they want to do, but in our current situation, we have Word Salad and the Crypt Keeper in command, and that, I mean, thank God we're Americans. We have the ability to defend ourselves, is all I can say. Lord knows what a woke military filled with less than masculine soldiers will do. So that's my Saturday rant. The Saturday rant over a cigar. A Macanudo Inspirado Black. I used to like to watch Tim Pool a good bit. He's not bad. People call him milk toast. I just think he's more in the middle, and he always will be. He's gotten a little bit more to the right, and he's more conservative, and especially since Steven Crowder introduced him to firearms and got him going in that direction. And Tim feels better being able to defend himself, and of course the left came after him and swatted him all those times. So now Fox News got him a hard strike, so he's under a bit of attack. But if you get your news off the major networks, you're misinformed. You need to get your own news. You need to get several different sources, and you need to kind of look for the truth in the middle, because they're not all giving it to you. We had freedom of the press, so that the press would be unrestrained and hold government accountable and inform the public. Now we have government straight to media transitions for jobs. Trey Gowdy, Jen Pansky, you can name them all. They moved from politics to media. So journalist students have been murdered. They don't get jobs anymore in the higher end. Those are left for politicians to move into place. And models, they're being replaced by stars and athletes who are now being models. Way to go, Victoria's Secret, getting rid of Megan Rapinoe. Yeah, that was sweet. Don't understand why you ever went in the direction you went. Thank God that's over. Never been so repulsed in my life. Yeah, I'd need several pills to be able to activate something after looking at some of that shit. Whew. On that note, I'm going to enjoy my cigar, enjoy the rest of my beer, enjoy the rest of my day, and I might post another video later. So, enjoy. May Israel win the war, and patriots, may you be ready, and may you always love your country. God bless.